This is weekly analysis, and in weekly analysis, I just kind of go over what happened last week and what is it that I can improve on coming into this week. And I also talk about news, so if there are any days that I need to be careful in or whatever, but really, yeah. So let's first start it off with news. So, news, I'm kind of seeing that we do have a decision, we do have interest rate decisions this week. What do I expect? Something I expect from this decision, and it's not really like I could give two fucks about what they decide. It's more about how the market will move until that decision happens. We can either A, be choppy as fuck, or we can continue doing the thing, this thing, right? Pretty good movement, nothing too crazy, right? So that's kind of where I am. That's kind of what I see is either we can be choppy as fuck, so I gotta be careful with that. But if not, then we will have some pretty nice distribution like we have been having for the past few weeks now, right? And now let's talk about what were my mistakes last week. So my mistakes last week were, and my mistake overall in general, and this is something I actually talked about with myself yesterday, is that I tend to get very excited in things, right? I tend to get very excited. And that excitement, for example, let's say I make 5,000, or I'm almost about to pass the funding, or I'm almost eligible to get a payout, or whatever. I start getting very, very excited, too excited. And because of that excitement, I tend to trade off of emotions instead of trading how I need to trade, right? And then another one that's coming into mind right now, another mistake, is my ability or inability to risk properly. That's kind of been where my mistake has been lying. Risk. So because of risk, because I'm not understanding how much I should risk, whether I should risk two lots or one lot, kind of destroys me, especially here in funded accounts, right? So for example, let's say I go under. Let's say I go under. Let's say this week something happens, probabilities, whatever, and I end up going under 50 something K, right? I end up taking a loss, like going under 50K, right? What I should do immediately is I should risk one lot instead of risking two, right? Because if I risk two, what's gonna end up happening is that I am most likely my probabilities are not going to be there. If I want to give myself the best fighting chance I could possibly give myself here in trading, then I have to be able to have at least three trades, right? Like three trades. Like, I know if I lose three trades in a row, look, bro, there might be something wrong. But me losing three trades in a row is kind of rare, and I've seen this from the past few months. Losing three times in a row is kind of rare for me, right? It could happen, not saying that it can't, but it's kind of rare. But and that's exactly my point. I give myself a better chance in me having three clean trades, right, off of my strategy, everything, than me having two. I can easily lose two, but three is kind of rare, right? So if I want to give myself the best probability, then I have to be able to understand risk. Then another thing that I actually realized on myself is that I shouldn't be trading when I'm sick. When I trade, when I am sick, what ends up happening is that the small things about trading, for example, risking, things like that, I kind of just like throw it to the side and I'm just like, whatever, I'm just gonna trade, right? I'm just gonna trade without me understanding. I can't really think properly when I am sick, right? I can't really do the necessary things in my trading when I am sick because I am just like, whatever, let me just trade. Whatever, I don't really care. I don't really care. I don't really care. And that kind of puts me in a mode in where I am more eligible to lose. Even if there were great trades, puts me in an area or in a specific mindset or whatever it is that makes me more prone to lose, right? So that's kind of it. And yeah, but other than that, this week looks pretty good for me to trade. um so let's see what ends up happening.